Okay, I'm gonna give you a little rundown of what I just did. So for a while, years actually, I've been looking for a specific doctor or a type of doctor that would take my insurance and would do the BRCA gene test on me because cancer runs in my family on both sides. And it's been like a constant struggle to try to find a doctor that I'm able to go to get this test done. Several years ago, the doctor told me during like a yearly exam, if you're a female out there, you know what I'm talking about. So I was doing my yearly, and they had found some lumps in my breast, in my left breast. And we've talked about this on my other channel, my Sanctuary channel, which by the way I need to post on. But anyway, it's about to storm. Long story short, I was told I had those lumps and just to keep an eye on them. But I've had so many signs lately, like so many people I've met and just random things that pop up, and it's like, okay, is this a sign from the universe that I need to like really buckle down and be serious about this? I ended up going to my doctor, my regular doctor, for a regular yearly checkup, right? Like a physical, all that. So I go to my doctor, I'm getting my physical done, and I'm talking to her about this BRCA gene, but my actual doctor was not there. It was like his assistant or something. And I was telling her that I needed to find a doctor that would do the BRCA testing on me because it runs in my family. And they have all of my medical notes and everything. They have all of my medical information. And what would you know? I'm laying down, her fingers are inside of me. I got the little thing that goes inside of you when you're a female. I'm not even kidding you. I was like laid back up in the stirrups like I'm about to ride a horse. I'm basically sitting like this, or more like this. Got the thing over me and everything. And she's got her fingers in there and the little, if you know what I'm saying. Can you picture this? You know what I mean. In the midst of insertion, I basically said, I'm looking for a doctor who can do the BRCA testing on me. Do you happen to know where I can find that? She was like, we do it here. All it is a little poke. We just take your blood and send it off. I'm like, you do the BRCA testing here? All these years, and I didn't even know. So we killed two birds, one stone, did the hoo-ha, did the blood, got it all done at the same time. So just know, some of you need to check with your gyno or maybe even your primary care physician if you're looking to get the BRCA test done to see if you carry the gene for breast cancer, whatever, you know. So yeah, that's what I did. Did that, got my physical done, my yearly, and the testing done. Feel really great about it, positive energy, just it's good to know. Boy, I'm gonna tell you, there is nothing more uncomfortable than when you go to the doctor. Guys, y'all don't know. Y'all just don't know. I mean, maybe some of you guys do, but when you have an inner, that's probably God saying, don't say this, it's vulgar, but it's a part of it. Listen, all I gotta say is if you're a guy, be thankful. Because there's nothing more awkward than when you go and you undress from the waist down or even the top down and you're just sitting there, and then when you gotta like spread them and they're just sitting down there staring at your junk, and then you got another person in there who's watching. I know, I think they do that because people probably said, like, the doctor touched me. Well, of course they touched you. They have to touch you. Or maybe there's been crooked doctors before. I don't know. But now they have it where if you're getting your hoo-ha looked at or anything done with your hoo-ha, they're going to be somebody else in the room, and they're going to be staring at it, just kind of looking at it, right? And what's even more awkward is when they forget something before they come in there, and you're just sitting there. You just spread just like this. They're just sitting there. Scalpel. Insertion tool. I mean, how do you decide that's going to be what you want to do when you get older? I mean, I'm just saying, props to those doctors, because what would we do without them? But can you imagine? Who says that? I mean, how do you come about saying that when you're young? Do you just say like, what do you want to be, little Jimmy, when you grow up? You're just sitting in the car driving your 12-year-old to school or something, and you're like, hey, Jimmy. Hey. What do you want to be when you grow up, honey? You've never told me this. What do do you want to be, son? Well, Mama, I don't know. My other friends said they wanted to be a famous basketball player, and my other friend said that he wants to be a veterinarian, and I'm thinking about working on coochies when I get older. Now, Jimmy, I done pulled this car over, and I'm in a hurry. I'm gonna need you to run that back by me again. Did you just say you want to work on coochies when you get older, Jimmy? Now, what in the actual hell? I can just see it now. I can see it now. But anyway, they probably make really good money. Can you imagine what they see, though, on a daily basis? Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. Or what they find. And then can you imagine if they get, like, splashed in the face with something? Like, oh! Oh! I got chills thinking about it. Hope them guys don't have to get their fiddlesticks twiddled. It's about to storm. Oh yeah, it's definitely about to storm. I felt the drop. Alright, so it's raining and I just got pretty rained on, but it's fine. I like the rain. I'm not gonna melt or anything. Oh, there comes the rain. Yes. Woo! I get so excited when it starts raining like this. Makes me just want to roll up in a ball. Just gotta roll yourself up in it like a sleeping roll. It's a girl! I wanted to show you guys something though, and I think I'm just gonna tough out the rain and go out there and maybe not all flags are this color. Maybe not all flags are red. You know how we talk about red flags and we're like, be careful of the red flags, watch out for the red flags. Well, honey, I'd like to know why. I'll show you. Alright, we're gonna tough it out. We're just gonna go. Y'all tell me why. Well, they tell us to stay away from red flags. Every single house has a red flag on their mailbox. They say pay attention to the red flags. I just thought that was really interesting. Isn't she a beaut? There's my little frog altar. My little earth altar outside that I made for Combo. Kind of cool how the rose bush is covering his eye. That's a girl. Oh, you're a good girl. Wash your speeches. Oh. Oh. Wash your booty, mama. Wash your hands. Wash your feet. Gotta take Donkey back to the vet. His little eye. See, it's kind of down a little bit, so we're gonna take him back to the vet and just get them to check his little eye. See, it's kind of down. Come on, baby boy. You see his jaw's doing better. It's still not completely reattached, but it's doing a lot better. Hi, Donkey. Show him your eye. Donkey. Oh, Donkey. Come here. Come here, boy. Are you a big boy? Donkey, what are you doing, you little mischief? Who's my little mischief? Who's my mischief?